Hello, I want to do a power flow with you today. So something to get you energized, maybe a little bit sweaty, and to just build up the energy and the tappers within ourselves. So this makes us not only feel a little bit more motivated, but 100% just better as a human being. We feel more functional, we feel more capable, and definitely more positive when we've moved our body and released some endorphins. So that's the plan today. If you're with me, let's get to it. We're going to start in a high plank. So fingers spread nice and wide at the top edge of your mat, about shoulder width apart, and then stack the shoulders above the wrists, arms stay straight, micro bend through the elbows, and then lower the hips down in line with the shoulders. So you don't want the hips to be too high like this, and you don't want to be too high, too low like this. This will just make it harder. Find that Goldilocks position, that halfway spot, and from here you're going to inflate through the upper back as if you're making a bridge, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, let's say. Let's travel the Sydney Harbour Bridge through your shoulder blades. So you're making a rainbow through the upper back. And then exhale as you release. Inhale, inflate, push the floor away. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. So these are called scapular push-ups. Inhale back up. And then hold it here. Lift the right toes 2 inches off the floor. Exhale back down. Inhale, left toes. Exhale. Inhale to the right. Bring it back down. Inhale to the left. Exhale back through center. Drop the knees out to either edge of the mat. Release the hips back to the heels and find your child's pose. So relaxing the forehead down towards the ground. Fingers spread nice and wide out towards the front edge of the mat. And then I sometimes like to take the forearms out even wider off the mat and then come down onto one cheek or the other as if you're hugging the floor. Surrender, a bit of gratitude, a bit of thanks here. Connect back to the breath. Then find tabletop position. Shoulders stack above the wrists, hips above the knees. Cat-cows, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin up towards the sky. And then exhale as you push the floor away, round through the spine, and look up at your belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, curl and round. You can keep moving with your breath, just forward and back. Or if you like to, you can invite some intuitive movements here. So there's no right or wrong. You can come up onto the fingertips. You can create figure eights with the hips. Just move the body in any which way that feels good. And then coming back through your child's pose. Looking forward at the fingertips. Start to slide the hands forward and the forearms stay on the mat as the chest melts down to the ground and the hips lift up above the knees. So we call this one like puppy pose, Uttanasana, heart melting pose. Keep breathing through the belly. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Keep looking forward at the fingertips as you bring the hips down to the floor and find a Sphinx pose. So this looks like a pretty relaxed pose. It's actually very active and energizing. So spread the fingers nice and wide and then actively draw the elbows into the body. So you'll feel a lift through the upper spine, the lower back, engage through the core. Lift up the knees and press the pinky toes into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Fold all the way down to the ground. Come up onto the fingertips. Make tents with the fingers at either edge of the front edge of the mat. Knees lift, pinky toes into the mat. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, elbows stay lifted. Intimidation cobras all the way down. Inhale, look up over the right shoulder. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, look up over the left shoulder. Exhale, back down. Plant the palms by the chest. Inhale, one more up dog or cobra. Up dog if you like. The difference is up dog thighs and knees are lifted. Heart opens up towards the sky. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. So it's your first downward dog here. Take your time, shift the weight from the right foot to the left foot. Take your dog for a little walk through the park, as I like to say. Spreading the weight evenly through both feet. Or maybe even finding a little elephant pose. Taking the feet out a little bit wider and a little bit closer in towards the hands. And then again, sitting back into a wide leg down dog or a baby elephant. You can move the weight from side to side, or maybe bend the knees. Blossom open the sit bones, and then shake the hips from side to side. And coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and roll forward into that high plank where we first began. Push the floor away, inflate through the upper back. Inhale. Exhale, tilt forward. Option to lower the knees down if you like. Keep the elbows tucked into the ribs as you lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down, release. Inhale, baby cobra, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Push the floor away here. Inflate through the upper back and lift the right knee to the chest. Inhale, extend it back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale, extend it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it back down to its friend. Let's go for the left side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Step, jump or float, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers come to the floor or to the shins. Roll the shoulder blades down the spine. Open up through the collarbones, lead with the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roots arise, hands go out and up all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. One full breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, roots rise, hands go out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knees, forward fold, Uttanasana, relax the head, relax the neck. Inhale, halfway, heart leads. Exhale, plant the palms and step, jump or float back through your chaturanga. Elbows stay tucked into the ribs as you lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Release it all out. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands interlace behind the head. And then inhale, lift up through the front knee almost, so you're almost like levitating off the ground. So all the weight is in the front thigh. You could maybe even, if you like to, press the weight into the back, top of the back foot and lift up the back knee. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. Exhale, lower the back knee down. Hands from the front foot. As you lean back into a half Hanuman, half split. So straightening the front knee, bringing the weight back over the back knee, and dorsiflexing the front toes up towards the sky. Rather than trying to bring the head towards the toes, focus on bringing the belly towards the front toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back into a low lunge. Exhale, tuck the back toes under and step back through your vinyasa. Option if you'd like to for one-legged plank, so lifting up the right leg as you step back, and then elbows stay tucked in as you come into your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, tops the feet placed down. Exhale, down dog. Hips lift. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Tiger curl, push the floor away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Lower the back foot down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise, Anjalayasana. Exhale, hands frame the back of the head. Inhale, engage through the core, lift up, become light through the body. Weight comes into the front thigh and maybe the back knee lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come back down. Hands frame the front foot and then shift the weight back, half Hanuman. Toes on the front foot, dorsiflex up towards the sky, back towards the face. And then straighten out through the hips. So pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take the belly button towards the front toes. Inhale, come back into your low lunge. Plant the palms down. Tuck the back toe under. And then exhale, step back through your plank. Chaturanga, option for one-legged. Lowering down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. This time we're going to jump forward into our Malasana squat. So as you jump forward, the feet will come out to either edge of the mat and either side of the front hands. Like that, like a little frog. Elbows then come to the inside of the knees, inside of the thighs, and use the elbows as leverage to lift up through the chest, lengthen through the spine and out the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, round through the spine, shoot the hands forward, make a pistol with the fingers, and curl through the spine, looking forward at your navel. So looking inwards. From here, if you like, you can start to look underneath the left armpit, and then twist and have a look under the right armpit, and then come back through to center. We're going to do some of my favorite things right here. Because I'm Australian and you can't come into pretty much any other country right now, and I'm pretty sure Australia is one of those countries, so you couldn't come here right now unless you were a resident, even if you wanted to. So we're going to do some Australian animals so that you get a little taste of Australia for yourself, no matter where you are in the world. So we're going to go for frogs and wallabies. So as you make a ribbit sound, the sound effect is necessary, jump up and do a 180 twist and then land back into your Malasana squat. So you'll go ribbit and land back into your Malasana. And then wallaby, you extend the hands out and then come back into the Malasana at the back edge of the mat. So you'll reach forward, Malasana. Ribbit, frog, wallaby. Frog, ribbit, frog again, ribbit, frog again, ribbit, and wallaby. Ribbit, wallaby. Last two, ribbit, and wallaby. Last one. Whew. It's harder than it looks. All the way to the front edge of the mat. And then exhale, toes come in, heels go out, hips go up. And then find your ragdoll. So straightening through the legs if you like, lifting up through the kneecaps to engage through the quads to protect the hamstrings. Elbows can interlace, or hands can interlace under opposite elbow. And then just gently sway the torso side to side. If you prefer, you can take the feet in to hip width, interlace the hands behind the sacrum, behind the lower back, and then allow the hands to drop up and over. Relax the head, relax the neck. letting everything go. Release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come to chair pose. Toes come to touch, heels slightly apart, or feet at hip width if that's more comfortable. Inhale, arms will rise up. Exhale, sink the weight into the heels. Maybe even lift up all 10 toes. And then gently place the toes back down, keeping the weight in the heels. Sink a little deeper into the thighs. And then draw the knees together as you separate through the glutes. Feel it engage through the outer thighs. And then sink deeper. Energetically draw the knees apart and the glutes together. And then find stability here. Inhale. Exhale, palms come together and twist across towards the right. Left elbow will come outside the right knee. And then palms come together at a heart center. Looking across to the right hand side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Last one, inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step, jump or float back through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Let it go. Deep breath in. Let it all out. Inhale, right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step between the hands. Back knee stays lifted. Come up onto the fingertips, lift up through the chest, straighten through the back knee, and then on the inhale, arms will rise up, Crescent Lunge. Straightening through the back leg if you can. A slight bend in the back knee is completely fine. Plug the back heel towards the back edge of the mat. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Slight tuck of the pelvis forward and under. Engage through the core. Lift up through the outer ribs. Out through the armpits, extending up through the fingertips, all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior 2, back heel turns flat, hips face the side, and then arms extend out either edge, front and back of the mat. The front knee tracks towards the front pinky toe, and then sink a little deeper into the front thigh. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, paint the sky. And then exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, and step back through your vinyasa, one-legged optional, or straight back to downward facing dog. Full breath to reset, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step between the hands. Come up onto the fingertip. Straighten through the back knee if you can. Lift up through the heart space. And then once you've grounded, inhale, arms rise. Crescent lunge. Back heel plugs the back of the room. Tuck of the pelvis. Engage through the right glute. Lift up through the outer armpits and the ribs. Out through the fingertips. Palms facing in, shoulders drop away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last one, inhale. Exhale as you open out, warrior two. Back heel turns flat, 45 degrees, looking over the front fingertips. Sinking into the front thigh. Bring the weight into the front heel and feel that engage through the back of the front hamstring. Fingertips spread away from one another. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Left hand goes up and over towards the back edge. And then exhale, hands come down. Frame the front foot and step back through vinyasa, or optional, down dog or child's pose. Deep breath in. Releasing breath out. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step forwards. Inhale to Crescent Lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. If you'd like to, you can come up onto the front toes. I like to, I feel like it gives me a little bit of elevation. And then exhale, hands come down, step back through vinyasa. So now we're moving with the breath. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step forwards. Inhale, rise to Crescent Lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. One movement, one breath. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, option to come up onto the toes. Exhale, hands come down through your vinyasa. Full breath in. Releasing breath out. Inhale, right leg goes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Come up onto the fingertips and lift up through the torso. Straighten through the back knee and engage through the left glute. So first option is to stay here. Second option, if you'd like to, you can drop down the back knee, lift up through the heart space. Third option, maybe you'd like to come out onto the blade edge of the right foot and then use the right hand to push it out towards the right hand side of the mat. So you'll feel this down the right psoas and hip and glute area. Another option is to come down onto the forearms if you can continue lifting the chest forward. If you're finding that you're rounding and hunching like this, just come back up onto the hands. The last option is to come down onto the left forearm, reach back with the right hand, and grab onto the left foot as you open up the heart space towards the sky. Lizard pose. So any variation is completely fine. It's not meant to look like anything in particular. Every single one of these poses has so many benefits for the body. If you took the bind, releasing, coming back, lifting up through the back knee, tucking the back toe under into your high plank. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plant the right hand on the inside of the mat. Twist onto the blade edge of the right foot. And then extend the left hand up to the sky. Side plank. If this is a bit intense, you can drop down the base knee and continue to open up this way. If you'd like a more intense practice or a harder practice, stacking the feet on top of one another. Maybe even taking that top hand up and over towards the front edge of the mat. Continue lifting the right side of the chest and the torso up towards the sky. Maybe you start to lift the left leg up into a star, maybe a fallen tree. Or because we have done half Hanuman and open up through the hamstring, if you would like to, and it is in your practice, you can reach down and grab onto the big toe or blade edge of the left foot and extend it up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, back through high plank. Inhale, tilt forward. Optional, lower the knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back up, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, and through your vinyasa. Full breath in. Let it go. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And then finding your lizard pose on this side. So go slow, take it one step at a time. Option 1, back knee stay lifted. Lift up through the chest. Option 2, lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Engage through the right glute. Option 3, maybe you come out onto the blade edge of the left foot and use the left hand to push the knee out towards the side. Maybe you come down onto the forearms, continue lifting up through the heart space. Or maybe you bring the right forearm down, reach back with the left hand and grab onto the right foot. Opening up the heart towards the sky. And then using the breath to soften. If you've taken the bind, releasing the foot, planting the palms back up, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, and stepping back into your high plank. Inhale, round through the upper back, exhale and hold. Shift the weight into the left hand this time. Come onto the blade edge of the left foot. Option is stack the feet or lower the left knee down to the ground as you begin to open up. So again, any variation you like. If you stack the feet and you want a more intense practice, maybe the hand can come up and over and give you a nice juicy stretch through the right side body. Maybe lift up the right foot. Or again, if it's an advanced practice that you're going for, reach down and grab the big toe or outside of the right foot and extend the right foot up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale, back through high plank. Inhale, tilt forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale up. Exhale, down through your chaturanga. Inhale, expand the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Shake the head out, shake the head, yes, I'm awesome. Shake the head, no, I won't let any of this stress and negativity get to me. And then lowering the knees down. Sit the hips back down towards the heels. Roll the shoulders down the spine, palms can come to the tops of the thighs. Closing down the eyes and just checking in. Come back to the breath. Noticing any changes that you feel now in comparison to when you first stepped onto your mat. Has the body softened, relaxed? Have you warmed up? Does it feel more energized? There's no right or wrong answer. Just noticing. From here, lifting the hips away from the heels. We're coming to a flowing camel. If you'd like to, you can tuck the toes under. I prefer not to, but it's completely up to you. To begin with, we're going to take the palms of the hands, not just the fingertips, and place them on the lower back. So fingertips can face up or down, completely up to you. Roll the shoulders down the spine first. Create some space between the shoulders and the ears. Gently push the hips forward, engage through the core, lift up through the torso, and then gently open the heart to the sky. So we're not trying to come back into a deep back bend. We're gently trying to lift the chest up as if I've wrapped something around the top of your back and I'm pulling you up from the bra strap. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Exhale, come back to neutral. You can repeat this, or if you want to find a flow with me, we'll take the right hand to the back of the right heel, and then inhale, the left hand will sweep out, around and up as you lift the hips up. Exhale, back through center. Come all the way through. Take both hands across through the center as if you're mopping the floor or creating a semicircle or a sunshine on the floor away in front of the body. And then inhale as you come up towards the left. Exhale through center, create that sun. Inhale to the right. Exhale through center. Inhale to the left. One more on each side. Sweep the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Option here to take the right hand, the right foot as well, and find your camel. Energetically draw the knees in towards one another. The neck and the head can drop back if that's available. Or you can continue to look forwards. Use the breath. Exhale, gently release. The hips come back down to the heels. Knees come together and find a narrow child's pose. Bringing the belly onto the thighs. Come down onto one cheek or the other or the forehead. And then the hands come down, elbows rest down onto the ground just by your sides. Finding your down dog again, planting the palms forward, spreading the fingers wide, tucking the toes and then lifting the hips up, downward facing dog. This time take the right toes and drag them up towards the right wrist. Push the floor away and then drag them all the way back. Inhale, drag them forward, right wrist. And then take them over to the left wrist. Lower the right knee down behind the right wrist as the right ankle comes behind the left wrist. So you're finding your half pigeon. So this can be pretty intense for some people. If you have knee problems, please feel free to come onto your back. It is the exact same thing on the back, bringing the right toes and the right ankle across the left knee and then dragging both knees in towards the chest. If you want to stay upright and do this version with me, allowing yourself to find space. If your right hip isn't quite on the floor, if it looks a little bit more like this, feel free to grab a block, a bolster, a pillow, anything around, books, a towel, anything that you can find around the house or the apartment, and simply just place it under that right outer hip. Bring the weight into it. Spread the hips evenly. Inhale. Exhale, make that tent with the fingertips again. We're going to find some flows. Exhale, bring the chest down, elbows stay up. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, elbows stay up, lower the head and the chest. Inhale, back up. You can keep flowing if you like, or you can find sleeping pigeon by coming all the way down. You might like to use something to rest the elbows on, or coming all the way down, sliding forwards. Find some stillness and some softness here. A little bit of self-compassion as well, not expecting the body to perform or to move a certain way or to be an expectation of the amount of flexibility that you wish you had. Just give your body permission to soften where it is. Allow it to just exist, to just be. No pushing, no rush. Just about softening and gently opening. Treating our bodies the way that they deserve and the way that we would like, or we would hope that someone would treat our bodies when we were children. Walking the hands back up into the body, tucking the back toe, and then stepping back, downward facing dog, or if you liked, you can go three-legged dog and open up the hip first. Just as a little counter pose, and then back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. And then take the left toes towards the left wrist. Push the floor away. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, bring it towards the left wrist, and then drag it across, finding pigeon. Left wrist behind the right hand, left knee behind the left wrist. And then again, finding your happy spot, the spot that's just right. You can look back and make sure that your back leg's straight and not completely out to one side or the other. Use a block or a prop under this hip and don't expect it to be the same as the other side. Tenting the fingertips at the front edge of the mat, inhale. Lead with the heart, pull it forward and then down as you lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold, surrender. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Inhale. And then exhale, finding your sleeping pigeon on this side. And leaning forward a little bit. This could be your sleeping pigeon, that's completely fine. This can be your sleeping pigeon. You could be on your back doing sleeping pigeon, or folding all the way down. 3 deep breaths. Walking the hands back up into the body, planting the palms, tucking the back toes, and stepping back, down dog or three-legged dog. Open up the hip if you like, and then stepping back all the way down. Walking the hands and the toes towards one another in the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Start to bring grounding into the palms and then find all 4 corners of the hands. You can start to shift some weight into the fingertips, using the knuckles like spider fingers to hold you against the mat. Maybe start to tilt forward enough to be able to bring one wrist towards the back of the same, one toe, sorry, towards the back of the same wrist, and then step it back. Inhale the other side. Exhale back. Inhale. Alternating between toes to wrists. And then forward fold. Find that ragdoll again. From here, see if you can keep the ankles flat on the ground as you bring the hips down towards the heels. So you'll find a squat. Maybe all the way down onto your bottom. Extending the right leg out in front of you. Left foot can come to the inner right thigh. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, start to draw the belly button towards the right toes. So if that's a bit intense, again, you can use a strap, you can use a towel, anything that you can use to hook around the ball of your right foot and give you a little bit of leverage. So this can feel really good to just give yourself permission to open up through the heart space. And from here, you can start to bend the elbows and move the heart forwards towards the toes. Coming back into a seat, releasing the foot, the right foot, any strap that you had around it. And then we're going to find half load of the fishes. So the left knee will point towards the front edge of the mat. Allow the right foot to hook up and over to the outside, close to the left hip. You want ideally for both hip bones, both sit bones to be flat on the ground, as well as the base of the right foot flat on the earth. So here you can choose the open pose, leaning across towards the left-hand side of the mat and opening up for a juicy supine twist. Or if you'd like a deeper option, you can twist the other way, across the body, left elbow hooks on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lift up through the spine. And then exhale, twist deeper and maybe even look across that right shoulder. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Coming back through center, releasing the legs, taking them out to either edge of the mat, and then windscreen wiping through the knees, just taking them from one side to the other. And then we'll find the other side. Sit bones flat on the ground, right foot to the inside of the left thigh, left toes dorsiflex up towards the sky. Inhale, arms will rise. Exhale, hinge at the hip, belly button towards the toes, or maybe using a strap or a towel around the ball of the left foot. Inhale, lift up. Extend through the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Come back up to a seat. Half load of the fishes, right knee straight indirectly to the middle edge of the mat, pointing forwards. Sit bones flat, left foot comes to the outer right knee or towards the right hip. From here you can choose open twist, leaning across to the right, or closed twist across the body. Right elbow goes to the outside of the left knee. Inhale as you lift up, grow tall. And then exhale, twist a little deeper, maybe looking over the back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Coming back through center, releasing the legs, and this time we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. And finding happy baby, grabbing the outside edges of the feet, drawing the knees into the underarms, and then pushing the feet up towards the sky, and then pulling the hands back down. So the hands are trying to pull the feet down towards the ground, and the feet are trying to pull the hands up towards the sky. Open up through the chest, draw the shoulder blades together behind you, and then roll the lower pelvis, the lower part of your spine, flat down towards the earth. Inhale. Exhale. You can maybe rock side to side here, or if you like to, you can straighten out one leg and then the other. And taking the hands to the lower back as you bring the knees in towards the forehead. So this is option one. You can choose to stay here. This is a shoulder stand. Option two, maybe you'd like to start to extend the feet up towards the sky. A lot of people think they're in shoulder stand when they're like this. And technically you are, but you're in a lot safer position if you draw the feet up towards the front edge of the mat and keep opening up the hips, opening up the hips. Plow pose is there if you want to bring the feet up over towards the back edge of the mat, down towards the earth, maybe interlace the hands and draw them back down towards the ground. You can rock up onto the shoulders, walking up there, and then extending the hips up towards the sky. Knees can drop around the ears if you'd like. Deaf man's pose. Releasing the hands, rolling the spine back down to the ground. Feet come up towards the sky. And then for the count of 10, we're going to slowly lower them down to the ground as the lower back stays in contact with the floor the whole time. 10, 9, engage the core. 8, 7, lower back stays on the ground. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, all the way down to the ground. Extend the arms up above you. And the feet all the way to the front edge of the mat. Big body on, just like you're waking up in the morning. And then exhale, release it out. You can find your Shavasana, taking up as much space as you like. So don't be afraid to take up room here. You're not inconveniencing anyone or anything, and you don't need to play small in this world. So spread the arms out, starfish, like you've got a big king-size bed all to yourself. Palms can face up towards the sky. Allow the feet to splay out to either edge of the mat. Roll the shoulder blades together behind you and lift up through the chest. Feel that opening and lightening through the heart space. Eyes closed down. And connect back to that belly breathing. Feel free to pause the video here, to stay here for as long as feels right for you in this moment today. And then when you're ready and willing, and you've taken rest in your Shavasana, begin to bring some awareness back into the body, into the fingers and the toes, wiggling them around, the wrists and the ankles. Taking a deep breath in as you stretch the arms up above you. And then sigh it all out. Bring one knee to the chest, the other knee to the chest, and roll onto one side. Making your way up into a comfortable seat. Eyes downcast and hands at heart center. Thumbs press into the sternum, the skin against the heart. Take a deep breath in through the belly. Fill up. Or open the mouth and let it go. And whilst your hands are here against your heart, bow down towards your heart space, giving yourself thanks for showing up, for giving yourself some time, some self-love, for putting in the energy and the commitment and the dedication to doing something that will help you to not only feel better and become better, but also to just get through this time. Whatever you're going through at the moment, as an individual, as a collective, a community, a society, a country, and globally, knowing that in order to thrive and to prosper and to be resilient, we need to be able to connect deep within ourselves, to find the courage that it takes and the humility that it requires, and the softness and the surrendering, the flexibility, in order to be the people and the earth, the kind of humanity that we all want to be. From my heart to yours, thank you for sharing this practice with me. Send your energy out towards anyone else who's doing this practice at the same time as you right now. Sending them love and support all the way across the world. Knowing that we are all united and we aren't separate. We are one. From my heart to yours. Namaste.